Good morning, Bobby. It's 6:30 Alabama time. We actually overslept by about an hour and a half. I'm gonna blame it on somebody else. Who's that somebody else?
Bobby overslept.
Got old Greg Mays with us today. We are heading up to Guntersville again. We're gonna fish shallow water, so we're gonna target shallow water. The other day we targeted deep water, and show you guys that you can still catch fish and not to be scared of the spawn. So come along with us today and let's see what we catch. All right, Bobby, we've made it out here. Took us a little bit longer to get some bait. We've got 7 rods suspended. We went up and scanned a little bit of shallow water. We didn't really see anything we liked. So we come out here to the deep water. We marked a bunch of fish in about 50 foot. We have a big hole we're leading into that's about 70 foot deep right here on these rock bluffs. Any of those fish that are up in there spawning in them rocks that are, getting ready to spawn or coming out of spawn, I mean, it's just an easy transition for them right here in this deeper, cooler water. It's got more oxygen. I'll show you guys what we're looking at. So you can see we're leading into this deeper hole. It's about 67, 68 foot right here, and then it runs for a good 60 foot. You can see there's bait balls. We've got fish all down through here. All we got to do is get one of them to eat. That didn't take long at all, did it? Go easy on them. It's deep water. We just came over a little bit of a ledge there where it dropped off about, 5 foot? And there was fish stacked up everywhere behind it, and we reset the baits down, and it didn't take 20 seconds, and he had it. There we go. I got this. Let me go ahead and show the fish off. It's probably 12, 14 pounds. That's a good one to start the day with.
Oh yeah, not bad. Not bad at all.
But just a simple Carolina rig, 8-ounce weight, guys.
All right, we're gonna set this girl back in the water.
I mean, the screen is littered with fish. I mean, you can see there are fish everywhere in this 60 foot of water. A lot of that is bait. Fish number 2. Tell y'all a little secret about decompressing fish. I mean, we're in 68 foot of water, so if you'll go ahead and let out about 15 foot of line, let that sinker go ahead and pull him back down. He's a smaller fish, so he came up quite fast. So he's gonna let out about 10, 15 foot. Go ahead and put it back in the rod holder. We'll just let him hang out down there for 3 or 4 minutes, or until we see some bubbles come up. He's done decompressed one time. I'd like to see him do it again. His sides are still bulged out, so there we go.
That's the second set of bubbles. That's what we wanted. Just a little old baby. But that is fish number 2.
There you go. Go ahead and let some line in.
Yep, that's fish number 2.
Little dude, but you guys can see he's still got a little bit of air in him right here, but he's not as bloated as he was.
We're gonna let her go. We came back into some shallow water, the same shallow water we went and looked at this morning. All the baits moved in here. There's fish everywhere in here, and we just had one smoke a rod, guys. So tune in with us as we land them. Greg says he's a good one. I know he hit it like a good one. Go ahead and step down in the We're currently sitting in 13.7 foot. We're in the back of a big slough, big arm that comes off of Guntersville. Using the meat hunter extreme, medium heavy. We got that planer board held under, son. Yeah, the planer board just disappeared. All right, hold on. Hopefully y'all be able to see when he comes up. I know he stopped the boat. He usually takes one over 30 to stop the boat.
Oh, Bobby. Bobby. Bobby, Bobby, Bobby. Look at here, Bobby. Bobby.
Oh, that's a good
Bobby.
That's a good 40-pound class fish. Don't thumb the spool. Just let him do it. We've been seeing quite a few quality fish back here.
Here it comes.
And this fish has not spawned yet, it doesn't look like.
Or smile to that camera, Bobby. We got a good one right here, guys.
That rod was getting dink bit for a while.
All right, you ready? No, he ain't. I tell you what, this meat hunter extreme is doing the job. Woo, boy, look at there.
Post spawn female. She's already laid her eggs, it looks like.
Piggy in the boat.
In the 30s, maybe in the 40s.
Look at it just taking that drag.
Enjoy the fight.
I'm enjoying it. Get away from that motor, big girl. I don't know if y'all can see this meat hunter.
That was on skipjack too.
Yeah, that was on the skipjack.
It is. Meaner and mean gets.
Y'all see this meat hunter? She's putting it to work.
Alright, you bring her up one more time. She said not today.
Are you ready?
Bud, I think safe to say that was tall.
Whew. I believe that's what we call Smackdown. That right there makes it worth coming out here. Oh, I mean.
That's a big fish.
That makes the day worthwhile right there.
I'm gonna turn you guys. Y'all watch them rods and you tell me if one of them goes down while we're getting the hook out of this thing. We actually had a question last night on Smackdown on how far out we put our line before we clip the planer board on. We're fishing, there's a bunch of stumps back in here in this shallow water. So I'm only pitching about, what do you say that is, 40, 50 foot? About 50 foot, letting it go to the bottom. Putting that old Parks planer board to work. Don't get that out here. I don't want that other boat.
Check her out, guys.
That's a good one, son. All right, I'm gonna snap a picture of him real quick. And then we're gonna let her go.
What do you think she weighs, Bobby?
Yeah, that's 40.
That's a healthy girl right there. All right, guys.
You can see fins all broken off. I don't think it's a male. It may be, I don't know. It doesn't have a big hump on it like most of them, but it's not all scarred up. It is missing some fins right here that are broken off. I got a planer board.
You might get the release on her. Yep. All right, guys.
Make sure you hold on to them grippers. There she goes.
That's a good one, son.
We've moved back a little bit shallower. We're now at about 11 foot. He don't feel big, but he don't feel small.
He acted like he had a little backbone to him.
Finally gonna let me catch one, huh?
Hey, I was watching after you. I seen the rod go down.
There's yours. There's yours. It's under the reel. He's stripping drag.
Yep. Looks like we got a double.
Mine's on the surface. I see yours right there.
Tangled up in this other one.
Oh, I've already got this.
Look at the tail on that one.
Oh man, yours a good fish. Yours a good fish.
Did you see the tail on him?
Yeah.
I'll need to reel this. You got a good one too.
Yeah, I got about a 25, it looks like.
I'm thinking I might need to try to reel this one right here.
We got a nightmare right here.
Nightmare on Guntersville.
So 40 plus. We changed about 2 foot of depth. And now we've got one that's
There you go, feeling drag.
25. I'm thinking minimum.
Oh, you got a man.
Yeah, I got a man. Alright, I'm gonna stick him in the rod holder right now, guys. Yours has got this rod.
Alright, I'm gonna go under this rod right here.
Yeah, you're in this. Boy, we got a nightmare. Alright, Jim. Sometimes it happens, guys. Sometimes it happens. I just rigged this rod up. Let's go ahead and set this one up here. Greg's done changed shirts. He done got slimed up. Now he's up.
Alright, I'm gonna go into this other one. Right, let's wait. We may have a, no.
He's wrapped up tighter than a T-bone at Walmart. If he'll just come this way, he'll come out of that other one.
Alright.
But he ain't going. Alright, let me get the line off this. That's fish number one. I'm gonna set him right here in the shade. There's you a 25, 30 pound fish. Mine's 20, 25. That's a double right there, son. All right, we ain't gonna worry about this mess right now. We're gonna get these up and we're gonna show them to you. Oh, what's up? He's throwing fish at me.
Yep, I am.
All right. Ow. That's a double, guys. That's 2 good fish right there. If you guys didn't know, those females don't stay on the nest. They go in, lay the eggs, and then they leave. So they're still out there feeding. So don't be scared to get out there and put time on the water. You can still catch quality fish. I'm gonna go ahead and let this one go, and then I'll grab the camera. Angry.
All right.
Go ahead. Man, that's a beautiful fish, Greg.
Thank you, thank you. It's been a great day.
Go ahead and get them grips out, or she's gonna yank them from you.
Heck of a
We
day.
got a mess to untangle, but we're gonna get some rods right back in the water. So you may be asking, why in the world are these guys in the middle of the day, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, in the back of a creek in 12 foot or less, 13 foot or less? There's probably about 3 reasons. The first reason is there's bait back here. There's a ton of gizzard shad back here. 2, there is all kinds of places back here for these fish to spawn, and that is probably the #1 thing that is on their mind right now. And number 3, there's structure back here. There's stump field. There's stumps everywhere back in here. There's grass mats. There's all kinds of stuff back in here for those fish to hide in.
Oh, Greg, we was reeling him in, and he just had to catch him a little one. That fish came out of 6 foot of water in a bunch of grass. Can you boat flip him, or you need me to grip him? I'm gonna have to choose if I'm gonna put this in the video or not. Caught him one of them confused catfish. Leave it to Greg to catch a channel cat. I can tell you what he's doing up here.
I'll hold him up and be proud of this one. Look. And then he has to fall out of my hand. Smallest one of the day.
We got Greg hooked up with another one. Is he gonna let me catch more than just one today? Oh, cookie cutter. He's got leeches all over him. That's a pretty fish though, man.
It is.
We'll let him go. He tried to throw water on me.
So if you guys notice, it's 12 foot. This was a school of stripers or something. And that's a ball of shad right there, little thread fins. We just had thread fins blow up everywhere in front of the boat. But you can see the line that we did before. And we're just kind of falling right back in on that line. Gonna see what other fish are moving in through here. These fish aren't stationary in here. These fish are moving. They're moving to the bed, or they're moving back from the bed back out to the main lake, or they're in here feeding. But you can see there's bait everywhere in here. You can see on side imaging. We got some structure. Ball of bait, that's a fish. There's a couple other better little fish out here. Nothing big. But I mean, you can see all the different fish that are in here. No telling what they are.
There's something wrong with that one. Fish has been on there for a minute. Hey. Get That dude right there took that thing down. Whoa. Let's just stop this video right there. I know Greg is gonna fill this one for a couple days. You can't catch them all. Not every one of them grabs all the bait, and not every one of them gets the hook. This right here hurts. That's the kind of hit you want to see.
He's off.
Off. You sure? Done got hooked up with another one. We're back here an 8.5 foot one. That little dude done made a mess, son. Boy, he ain't got a scratch on him.
He's pretty.
That's probably still a female with eggs in her.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Bobby, I'm a whoop dog. I don't know about you.
I'm whooped.
That sun beat us down today. But hey, don't second guess yourself. We knew this morning that those fish were in the shallow. The only thing I can think of is we didn't go shallow enough this morning. Went in there, scanned around, didn't see anything, and we left. The bite in the deep water shut off real quick when we pushed back to the same shallow water that we scanned this morning, and the fish and the bait was in there. Don't second guess yourself. Man, I think we can call that a good day.
I think we can. I enjoyed it, bro.
Man, I had a blast. Until the next one, put some time on the water and put some fish in the boat.